today I am going to be showing you how I created this look that I'm wearing right here. I wanted to do something that is suitable for people who aren't very comfortable with doing like a gel liner or a liquid liner. I actually used tape to create this winged liner, and it looks more complicated than it actually is. I only used 3 shades on my eye. That's including the transition shade, so it's super easy to accomplish, and this lip is also very intimidating, but I wanted to do something that's very outside of my comfort zone. I don't typically wear lips that are this dark, but I wanted to present something that's out of my comfort zone and encourage anybody else out there to step outside of their comfort zone. Yeah, so if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and then I'm going to set that with some translucent powder, and I'm going to take some Scotch tape and just place that underneath my eye, and I'm going to leave a little space between the edge of my eye and where I place the tape, because I want to be able to connect my bottom eyeshadow, my lower eyeshadow, up to the wing that we're going to make with this tape. So leave just a little bit, I'd say like 3 or 4 millimeters in between the edge of your eye and the tape, and then just make an angle up to the tip of your brow. On a Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to buff Crème Brulèe by Makeup Geek all over my lid. If your wings come out to be uneven, just take a makeup wipe and swipe back towards your temple to fix the wing that ends up being a little lopsided. I'll just take my Sigma E40, go back and forth in windshield wiper motions, and then in small circles just buff that out. This does not have to be precise. With this Sigma E65 angled brush and Blackout by Urban Decay, I'm basically going to start smudging this this eyeshadow from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. I'm gonna stop right before we hit the tear duct, if that makes sense. This does not have to be perfect, because we're gonna go in with another shadow and actually smoke that out and make it not so precise. So just kind of throw it on there, and then we're gonna go back and buff it out with a little bit lighter shade here in just a moment. And I do apologize if I did not seem very lively in my intro. I got sick for a couple days, and that was like the first day of me getting sick, so I was feeling a little blah. I'm still kind of nasally today, but I'm definitely a lot better. So same thing on the other eye, just start on the outer corner and then bring it towards the inner corner, just little smudges, just little swipes. And you don't need a lot of product, just dip it in once, tap the excess off, and then start smudging. The one thing that you do want to focus on when we're doing this part is making sure that the thickness is about the same. Now with the, oh my gosh, I cannot remember what shade this is, but it's the darkest, it's the shade on the lower right hand side in the In Bloom palette by Tarte, and we're basically going to do the same thing right on top of the Blackout shade. So we're basically just smoking out that black color with like a burnt burgundy brown color, and it's going to create a nice faded wing. It's going to basically go from a black to a nice burgundy brown color. And we reveal the results, and I was totally thought that I was taking my left one off, but I wasn't. And there we go. And then I'll just go in and kind of fix the wings just a little bit. I wanted them to be just a little bit longer, so I added a little more of that dark burgundy shade from the In Bloom palette by Tarte, and I'll actually go back in later and add just a little bit more after I see how everything is done. Now with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, I'm going to just blot that all over my face. I want to do something extra dewy today, so that's why I wanted to use an oil primer. Now with the POREfessional by Benefit primer, I'm just gonna place this all over my problem areas, right in that triangular area underneath my eye, and then in between my eyebrows and up on my forehead just a little bit. Now with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick, or Stick Foundation I think it is, I'm just gonna slap that onto my face and just start blending that out with an IT Cosmetic Kabuki brush. If you don't have any tape available to you, with a bottle that's similar to the shape of that POREfessional, you could just hold that up to your eye and create your wing that way, like a lotion bottle or something of that sort that has a flat edge at the top. That would totally work just as well. Just make sure that you hold that bottle in the same exact spot every time. Obviously, like a debit card would work as well. Now with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, I'm going to just conceal under my eyes, and I'm going to place that in a triangular shape and just blend that out with my Beauty Blender. To give my face just a little bit more highlight, I am going to add the Urban Decay Complete Coverage Weightless Concealer. I think that's what it's called. I might have the words mixed up, but I'm just going to place that in the places that I want to be a little more highlighted. To balance out the face, it's good to add highlights in other places other than just underneath your eyes. As you can see, I put it on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. If you just have it underneath your eyes, it's going to look very off balance, and it's going to look kind of like you have just like a bad tan line right there. But if you put it on your forehead, nose, and chin, no, that is not a rodent, that's my dog. If you put it on your nose, forehead, and your chin, it will balance out the rest of your face and make your face look very structured, and all the tones in your face look very even. Now I'm just going to set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm also just going to go ahead and set the rest of my concealed areas with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And like I said, here I'm just going back and adding just a little bit more of a wing. I wanted it to be a little bit longer than what I had initially done. If you have an angled brush, that really makes this really easy to accomplish. It's super convenient. And achoo, sneeze, I'm sick, or was sick. And here I'm just making this line just a little bit more precise. You don't have to do this. You could actually add a little bit more product and make that a little bit smokier, but I wanted the edge of my wing to be really precise and cut very sharp, so I just added a little bit of concealer and just blended that out. With Subconscious by the Kat Von D, or in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and this Smashbox contour brush. This actually came in the Smashbox with the Smashbox contour kit, but it's okay, it's not my favorite brush, but it does the job. And I'm just going to blend that up. Make sure you don't blend your contour down. That totally defeats the purpose of doing a contour. You want to make sure you keep those dark shades up to keep your face nice and lifted and structured. Now I'm just going to take Laguna by NARS and just bronze up my face just a little. This is a very sheer and light bronzer, so if you're fair complected, I would highly suggest this bronzer. Now I'm going to take, I think that's called Dandelion, and just apply that to the apples of my cheeks with this Morphe E4 brush. Now from the Becca Champagne Glow palette, I'm going to mix Champagne Pop and and Pearl, and just highlight the high points of my cheekbones. And these are some lashes by Velour lashes, and I cannot figure out what the name of them are, so I'm going to try to find them and then link them down below. And I'm using the House of Lashes clear lash adhesive. If you're looking for a good lash adhesive, I love the House of Lashes lash adhesive. It's like, it's a good and a bad thing because your lashes are not going anywhere for the next week basically, but it's a pain in the ass to get the lash glue off after you do take your lashes off. Now taking just Champagne Pop, I'm going to apply that to the underneath my brows. With Blackout and that same angled brush, I'm going to just start smoking out my lower lash line. I am only taking this product about halfway. And I'm keeping it very tight and close to the lash line, and then we'll go back with that same burgundy shade from the In Bloom palette by Tarte, and we'll just smoke that out just a little bit. And here we're smoking that out with the burgundy shade from the In Bloom palette. With Pearl from that same Champagne Glow palette, I'm just going to highlight the inner portions of my eyes. And I'm just going to throw on a nice thick coat of mascara on my lower lashes. And now I'm just going to throw on a super dark shade on my lips. Obviously I used neutral colors, or the burgundy color was more of a warm shade, but you could totally just use a neutral shade or even like a pinky shade on your lips, something a lot more subtle that would look super pretty with this with this makeup look as well. I just wanted to do something a little bit more dark and different because it's not usually something that I go for. I don't tend to grab dark shades on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I wanted to just switch it up a little bit. So I'll just give my bottom lip a nice coat and my top lip a nice coat, and I am complete, or my makeup is complete rather. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.